and Mzee wetu Nyagarama, thank you so much for organizing this meeting and thank you for having us here. Tumekutana hapa leo. Lakini mzee, I want to seek your indulgence to say this. First and foremost, in my memory, I know that we have had meetings before and I know that we speak as one sometimes. We have kept moving this way and that way, sometimes even in politics and even in public affairs. This is the first time in my memory we are sitting together as Nyanza people and Nyanza leaders to speak and face one direction. Mimi nataka kukushukuru mzee. I want to thank you, Prime Minister. I thank you so much. Thank His Excellency the President for the leadership that you have given us. Because you want us to be together. Today, what we are doing here today, we are beginning a journey of a new country and a new Kenya. That is why, Honorable Prime Minister, I agree with you all the time, because I and a few people in this audience have the privilege now of engaging with you on a regular basis on national matters and talking with you and sharing your wisdom on a number of things. And I agree with your advice that let us look at the bigger ideals about our country and where we are going to. In you and His Excellency the President coming together, you are looking at the bigger picture about a bigger country, about a better society for all of us to live in. And I want to invite you all, my friends, those of you who are here, tafadhali, this is the time to think about the great things that we need to do for our country. To listen to each other, tusikizane tafadhali. You know, the habit of thinking that certain people are the only ones who are supposed to talk while others shut up, that is life that we have now passed. We need to move forward to an environment where we listen to each other. Nikikuja kwa hii kitu ya BBI tunazungumza leo, Mheshimiwa Prime Minister, mimi ningeomba hawa viongozi, because I didn't want to go to many stories today. This is your day. I would like to listen to you also, because the wisdom of the BBI is yours and His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta. Sasa tunataka kukusikiza utueleza haya maneno. Lakini before then, I want to ask you, leaders who are here. The President and the Honorable Prime Minister had advised that now is the time to listen to wananchi. Sometimes we talk all the time as leaders. It's time for us to listen to these people we lead and listen to each other and get their views about how they want the country to move forward. I thank the leaders who have spoken here before me and the things that you have said. I want to ask particularly the MCAs who are in the room, one way, and I want to be very practical about this, one way of moving forward this BBI conversation is if we agree to ask every MCA to hold a ward convention. Call 100 people. They will not need resources. People will walk, because wards are essentially several villages together. People will walk to a particular place. You will sit down and listen to each other, so that we also get our people to contribute to the discussions that we are having. But most importantly, nawaomba tafadhali, that is how we are going to begin a greater tradition of participation and accountability. Because in BBI we are proposing that we are going to take resources to the ward. We want to give the wards money so that the ward becomes the basis of development. We want MCAs now to lead the way in ensuring that people sit down in the ward to discuss their development priorities, and they also ask questions about the accountability of those resources when they meet in the wards. Because if we do that way, we will then be having true participation in the manner in which we lead our country. I can't thank you enough. I had a mind of avoiding this story, but let me say it in very brief. You know, Honorable Prime Minister, before the handshake, and I said this when we were burying the late Honorable Henry Obocha, when I presided over the function, and Senator James Orengo came forward, and he and I said, we never thought in our life that we would actually be in a meeting without tear gas. That he and I would be in a meeting where we are actually discussing bigger things. And since that time, since the handshake, I must confess here, I am one of the beneficiaries of the counsel and guidance from my colleagues, Otiende Amolo, for example, Senator James Orengo, who occasionally tell me, my brother, you are young, this thing is supposed to be done this way and not this way. And if you expressed it this way, you are likely to come out better. And I cherish that. That is the kind of country we want to live in. We are building a new, cohesive, prosperous country where we talk to each other, where we work together. Watu wa Nyanza, now we are truly one. Ama namna gani? We are truly one. And allow me, Prime Minister, because we are here today, the other day when we were together, you said rightly, I am your son, so I can ask many things as a son. As your son, I am very grateful because you are bequeathing to us a new way of life, that we sit together and talk to each other in a respectful way, that we are one people, that this region is Nyanza, whatever we do, anytime we have issues, we talk together as family. Because today, actually, I feel the spirit of family. We are speaking as one together. I want to ask you, one ask to our political leaders who are in the room. Please, if there was a religious fellow here to conduct some sort of demand for a covenant, I would have asked you to swear to this covenant, that whatever happens, come rain or shine, please, never again should we see each other differently. We should always live this way. Because I've told my colleagues, especially the members of parliament from ODM, Honorable Gladys Wanga knows this very well, Honorable Mbandi, and I tell them, you know, we've always lived this way. So when politics comes and sometimes it divides us and we have challenges among ourselves, we lose out the opportunity of enjoying the strength of oneness and being together the way we are. And now, because we are having a common conversation on our region, a common conversation on the things we need to do together, I have no problem calling Professor Nyong'o any time of day or night, agreeing with them on what we need to do, how we need to push certain projects in development, and moving forward together. Tafadhali, allow me and indulge me to say this, especially to my brothers, the governors from Nyanza. This system and members of parliament of having conversation jointly about our development must now start from now, and we hand it over to our children and our children's children. We live together this way. Tusikue siku ingine. I want to continue enjoying this fraternity the way we enjoy it. We sit together, Honorable Tiende Amolo, the way we do, and focus on the things of our region, the development, the team that is led by Honorable Dr. Nyikal. We enjoy this fraternity and work together as family, as one people. This is very important for us. Basi kutoka hapa, I urge us to take this document to the grassroots. My colleagues and the fellow leaders, honorable members of parliament who are here, let us hold constituency conventions, ward conventions, and meet the leaders in their various categories and talk to them about this issue. Prime Minister, I want to ask permission for only 1 minute to say something domestic. Abantu baminto. Umaite binto mbire biko kwanu gaiga abantu bande bako na wetana na gaiga bitabuga tinyenjo. Josewa natali boigo. Omugako yo tuabere nere matuka mange na indo oro kiri consistency na toko le gaznere na indo turaire buyango sebo natali boigo. Na indo kuna baigwana no mugako yo kugambire nzi ito na tobe twenzi ya moto gende sabali yemo. Ka abantu baminto titona ko itabe binte bibya abantu bategete ko twatanana egeko yara ntota ke twatana ne kana ko sebo natali boigo. Na mota ke twatana kana. No, yo toke tobe amo, toke ende kuno mwako yako totebi toko genda. Na ende toke ende president, mwako totebi ekiera baka ababiri, president no mwako yo. Mbi yabako tora, na ende zibako totebi toke ende uchi no toko genda. Itoiwana ine. Abantu baminto na basoroire. Ene nga kiyo kwane bintu biko konya abantu baito, na ende bintu biko konya egesa kugeito. Na ende ntuna botu awera mana bamurabu na muroje wale ga bagambya abonzi bibasobo muroje bonzi boro kiriyo bwanjani twachire amo tito baiso na ende ko bani mtoko nguza uchiensemo bosto chikorete bonyakabonde tocheko sali bintu byetu twawana niwe igoto bwati sibuno mugako yagoteba na president yetu na goteba tobe yamo na bagaka baitu na bagotora abantu baminto tobonanye moko genda chinka tebia abantu baminto nganga motore na inde nanko batebo tambe manto mose korra tokire teiga bakenga ntuma itimo maite na bare mutore yeah tigatokore gasi engakie tigatokore gasi eritu airu okora no mugambi bwense tobwatere metore ndia abantu baitu bosio na inde nje tigamba tebia abantu baminto monyi kwiga nchero mugako yonko bwatia ne president binagoteba alafu tukaendelea bosio basi. Sasa mzee, nilikuwa nasema Mheshimiwa Prime Minister na ndugu zangu Mheshimiwa Charity Ngilu kwamba sisi na kuwaomba hawa viongozi wote, wazee wetu wote wako hapa, mzee Matundu wako hapa, mzee Council of Elders wametuzungumzia hapa. Sasa which other wisdom can you have more than this one? Najua watu wanajifanya hapa. The truth is you can see clearly where leadership is na mahali tunaelekezwa. Na mwako huyo vile anatuongoza mzee wetu hapa na president wetu. Sasa tufuatane nao, tuwasaidie, tupange kazi vile inatakikana. Sisi watu wa kazi tuko hapo, mnajua kazi ndio mambo yetu, tuendelee mbele. Basi kwa hayo sasa tafadhali ningewaomba msimame na mimi tumkaribishe Prime Minister wetu atuzungumzie.
Asanteni. Asanteni. Haya. Asanteni sana. Wakure mpo? Wakure mpo? Abantu bamentomboe mwere? Bwa mwere naende?